Hi, I'm Ryan from Yellowcard here on Pop Scene Online, and please check out our new record, Southern Air, out August 14th on Hopeless Records. Thanks.
Years looking back, for anything you'd like to change?
Certainly, yes. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's a very, man, this career can be super high and super low, you know, and I never want to come off like I'm complaining in any way, shape, or form, because we are the luckiest dudes on earth who play rock and roll music every day and make a living doing it. But personally, I would change probably nothing really about the band, but myself. Like, I just sort of went through some dark days where I was being pretty irresponsible and not really focused on like what I really should be doing in my life and going in a positive direction and doing something positive with this opportunity and things like that. So now knowing, looking back on what an idiot I was for a little while, I think I wish I could, if I have a regret, which I tried to say more than regretting, that I learned from the experience, you know, then instead of harping on, oh, what if, I would, if I could change it, I guess I would go back probably like late 2004, and for those next 2 or 3 years, try and stay on a more positive, focused path than I was on. So, I'm lucky that I was able to pull it together, and we're here, you know, on the main stage at the Warped Tour, and everything's still going so well for us. It's great. I mean, we really were given a second chance, so we're stoked to be here.
What event in your life had the greatest impact on you?
What event in my life? I guess just recently, a couple of things. Which is kind of amazing. It's kind of a life and death thing in my life. My cousin, who's kind of like my little brother, we're 2 years apart, had his first child. Well, now second child too, but when he had his first baby, that was a big moment for us, for our family, for me and him. You know, he's my best friend. It's a big deal to kind of realize, wow, this is where we are in our lives now. And you know, I mean, I'm going to be responsible for part of that kid's life. You know, growing up, I'm going to be a big part of his life. Like, that kind of thing was pretty heavy and helped continue, like what I was talking about, sort of getting focused and staying positive and doing all this for like better reasons than to get to party and be in a rock and roll band, you know. So, and then last year in October, my Aunt Stephanie passed away. We lost her to brain cancer, and so that was a total yin and yang experience with my family, you know. And it's really, for more than anything, it's just sort of brought all of us closer, and I like, probably now more than ever, I've always dealt with it really well, but I hate being away from my family. It kind of bums me out, like it's horrible to say, like I wish I didn't miss my family, but for some reason it's worse now than it ever was before, and I like, you know, I want to be out here like totally 100% in, and there's definitely days where I'm like, man, I just wish I could go home for a couple days and see everyone. So that last year or so has had a pretty big impact actually on my life. When we were younger and the band blew up and it was so fast and crazy, and we moved to LA, and I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, that stuff, I didn't, that's kind of what I was talking about, like my family, my friends back home and things like that. I just lost sight of all of that, and so it's taken a few years to sort of come out of that cloud and the post Lights and Sounds cloud of success and the breakup of the band and the whole thing, to come back together and realize, like, wow, we're still here, and now I can see my family very clearly and like see what they mean to me, and see that that's the reason I'm out here doing this, is because it allows me a lifestyle where I can do this for 3 months and then I get a month off, and instead of going to LA, I don't know what the language restrictions are on this interview. Going to LA and fucking off at parties and doing all that, I can go home and be with my parents and my grandparents and my extended family even, and whatever, and that's what's important, you know. So it's like I'm working harder at this so I can have a better life on both fronts, you know.
What's the best lesson you've ever learned?
Don't take it for granted. Don't waste the day. You know, it's not as much about self-gratification as you can be led to believe that it is this career, you know. And it's easy to fall into that shit just overnight. You know, you just wake up and you're a different person than you ever were, and you're just all about yourself, and you're all about, you know, but it's like it's encouraged. It's like, yeah, you're awesome. Everyone always telling you how awesome you are, and how, you know, it's like, and it goes to your head, and I'm not ashamed to admit it now, because I feel like I am a better person, and I am different than I was. There was a phase of my life where I was certainly letting it go to my head, and I've learned not to do that and not to take this for granted. It's the most amazing thing, you know.
What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't done yet, like kind of in your personal life, not really like musically?
I still really, really, really want biggest regret in life. So yeah, but hopefully someday I'll be old and gray and retired and have a piano where I can just sit for a few years and learn how to play it finally. But,
I'm sure you would know someone that could help you out.
yeah, I'm sure. My girlfriend actually plays. She's awesome. Yeah, so
What's the last good deed you did?
last good deed I did, I signed up for Greenpeace to donate to Greenpeace monthly. Wow, that was quick, dude. I just did like a month ago.
What song are you most proud of on Southern Air?
It's called 10, but it's tricky because people are going to ask me a lot about that song when it comes out, and I'm probably not going to answer many questions about it. So it's kind of it was hard enough to write it. I don't really want to talk about it, you know what I mean? But I'm proud of it. I'm immensely proud of it. It's an acoustic song. We haven't done an acoustic song on a record in a while, like just all acoustic guitars. It's been 3 records or 2 records or something since we've done that. So, but we did some different instrumentation on it and stuff, and lyrically it's pretty gnarly and something I've been trying to write about for a long time and haven't been able to, and I finally figured it out.
What would be your pitch to get people to buy the album?
I mean, if you like Yellowcard at all, if you've ever been a fan of our band, this record is it. A friend of mine who owns a massive website and is going to be reviewing the record said that this is possibly the essential Yellowcard album. That's his first. He hasn't done the review yet, but he posted like a first impression on the website. And he's a very honest dude. He's torn a couple of our records apart, and he says this is the essential record. So I guess I'd say something like that. Like, if you're gonna own one of our records, this is the one you should own.